We haven't seen this matchup in quite a while. Dr. 1000 IQ against JoeAssaad. I think they've played 6 times, if I'm not wrong, or 5. I think it was 5. I think the score between them in terms of war is 3-2 in favor of Dr. 1000 IQ. Or is it 4-2? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, we're going to take a look at the war righty now. So Joe against Dr. 1000 IQ. Joe sporting a very nice rating. Dr. 1000 IQ dropping almost 100 points from 3 days ago till now. But actually, yeah, that was 100. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, especially with blitz. AD at sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, man. At Sib. Hello, welcome to the chat. Okay. Whoa. Queen b4. Queen b4. Okay, not really familiar with this line of the dragon. So let's see how it goes. Takes a7. Is this theory? Hello, Beiloof. What in the world is this? Can anyone in the chat help us out? Your commentator here is unfamiliar with all of this. Dr. 1000 IQ is thinking, is this preparation by Joe? Are we seeing preparation by Joe? Interesting. You pick up a pawn at the expense of the bishop pair, and there's a lot of activity to be had on the queen side. But I think white is definitely to be preferred. A pawn's a pawn. Yasser would be proud. Queen d2. Yeah, at some point we have to play knight b5. He's leaving this. This is in theory, okay. It does sound like Adib, but Beiloof, but I didn't want to misname someone or anything. Oh, I dropped a lot of frames at the beginning. Yeah, okay, seems okay now. Stream seems fine now. Joe with the secret prep, exactly. I should tell you guys, Joe said to Dr. 1000 IQ, don't play the Sicilian against me. And apparently this is why. Interesting. Okay. So what can we expect here? Bishop b5. Yeah, you have to play a4 now. a4 or... I mean, you could still chillax with the knight over there on a7. It's there's no problem as of yet. Yeah, I'm dropping frames randomly and then it's fixing itself. Bad timing because this is an awesome war. Ooh, b3, wow. That requires some that requires some bravery, if we want to put it like that, to maintain PG-13. Yeah, I have like a3, okay. Yeah, because black's threat is b6, trapping the knight. I guess you have knight c6, maybe. It's a very complicated position. Where's the queen going now? Is he potentially going to a5 or back to d8, a5, d8, or queen d6? Where is it going? Okay, queen d6 it is. Bishop... No, you don't want to play bishop f4. You need to be careful of that knight. And when is white castling, guys? Seriously. Why does this look bad for white? Yeah, it kind of has that... yeah, you have that feeling. You're right, Beiloof, but I think it's fine. But now b6 connected with knight takes d5. I don't like this prep. Yeah, cojones. That's the word I wanted to avoid, Beiloof. But you forced me to say it. Okay, so are we going to see a4 or bishop d4? Like, this This doesn't feel right. And now queen a6. Yeah, this was missed, I think. Now you're winning the two minor pieces, especially with this dark square bishop gone. Then this bishop has a field day. Okay, I think... Yeah, he should have played... Like, why not play a4 earlier, right? At some point he blundered here, I think. Yeah, now this is looking terrible. Bishop e6, nice. He's trying to pick up d5, making use of the pin, of course. You cannot take, obviously. There's this. Yeah, like sacrificing the queen definitely doesn't work. Okay, knight b5, very natural square. Where are we going with it, though? Ah, he wants this connected to c4. Okay, then this is... I don't like what Dr. 1000 IQ did here. This was a very poor decision, no? White is... Yeah, queen c3 to protect against rook takes b5, since you're protecting. Yeah, white may be even better now, to be honest. It's looking okay-ish. Joe regretting his 20 hours prep getting refuted in the first game. Beiluf, I mean... I don't think... like, I think he got a good position, actually, from the opening, to be honest. But yeah, he messed up in the middle game. Okay, but white is knight d6 now. Rook b I don't like at all. Okay, now we're going to see the bullet skills. Ooh, he fell for this. Yeah, I was going to say Joe's not going to allow queen f4, and then after this, he allows queen f4. Yeah, this was a pre-move, I think. This was terrible. This was a terrible decision. I think that was a pre-move. Yeah, he wasn't expecting maybe e5, because e5 simply drops a pawn. I seem to be dropping lots of frames at random points, and then the steam is perfect. Very strange. Are you anyone in the chat? He lost the middle game twice. Yeah, kind of, exactly. Can anyone in the chat confirm this, or is it just me? Yeah, now for example, can't know. Yesterday the quality was perfect. Today, I don't know. Anyway. So again, one of these duchies. One of these duchies. We've seen this. All of this. And c5. Yeah, he... if you guys remember in... what was the war called? The Bulleteers against the Blitzers. If you guys want to check that out, e5 was played by Dr. 1000 IQ instead. Here he fixes it with c5. Look at Joe, look at this rook maneuver. Oof. Whoa, this? What? You don't even have 91. What's Dr. 1000 IQ doing? This is terrible. It's very brief, the dropped frames. Yeah, exactly. It's just happening in like... I don't know. It's happening in random bits and then completely being fine. Well, we'll have to do what we have to do. This is too awesome a match not to cover. Yeah, Dr. 1000 IQ trying in vain, I think, here. This is Dunzo. On to the next. Queen c4 check. You could even consider d5. Maybe. Yeah, d5 was preferable because you protect your knight, no? Yeah, I think d5 should have been played here, right? It's not so easy. Knight h5, knight h4. What's the point though? I just take with the bishop. Knight h4 where? Here, like for example. Knight h4. Oh. Oh god. Wow, Beiluf. We're so stupid. The queen is the queen is attacking. What the what? Yeah, he just had knight h4 here. If you take, the queen takes. There's no f3 on any trick, right? Yeah, actually I missed that too, to be honest. Knight h4. Okay. Okay, Beiluf, man. You should be the one playing the war here. He's calculating rook g1 check, I guess. I don't think it works. Does it? Reconnecting. Is the stream okay? This is terrible. Hopefully it fixes itself here. Yeah, I think I'm going to restart the stream. Yeah, I'm going to restart the stream. So the game finished here by Dr. 1000 IQ blundering his queen. And now we're taking a look at this game. Standard, not standard, it's a dragon position. We can take a look at this. So, ouch, motorcycle really close here. So, the same variation. And this time Dr. 1000 IQ did not take on c4, but rather took on c6. And we're in this variation now, with a very monstrous attack by white. But also black is really active here, right? Isn't black's attack crashing through here? Seems that way to me. White seems really slow here. How do we make use of this as black? Rook b4 seems like a good start. I guess just tripling up. But white, yeah, is defending with rook h3. Not completely clear to me, huh? Yeah, it seems like white is kind of defending, but not quite, I would imagine. You have these queen takes c3 check ideas, not now. Yeah, Malika Peace, early stream. Early stream, only for you, man. Also because Joe wanted to play early on. But hey, let's go with the only for you one. The only for you reason. Okay, so you can't really play g5 now because knight h5, and I don't know how strong the sacrifice is. Probably not so good. Yeah, g5. Let me feel flattered exactly. g5, knight h5, I'm not sure. Joe is choosing to add further protection. As I mentioned earlier, this queen takes c3 check idea might be happening at some point. Yeah, you sack, you get mated on b2. Exactly. So Beiluf was mentioning if we play g5 takes, we can't take here because we get mated on b2 immediately. So Joe is preparing that, and yeah, now he's kind of looking. Black was kind of threatening here. Rook takes c3 checking takes, and queen a1, queen b1 mate, and this is covered. Honestly though, the sacrifice with queen takes a4 may be working, not sure though. What you want is this knight to be in the attack. Okay. Let's check here. Aren't we... Seems close to getting mated, but not seeing a knockout punch yet. What's the knockout punch here? This knight on c3 doing a tremendous job blocking this here. Knight f4 is a mate threat actually. I think takes Yeah, what's unfortunate is that takes. This does not prevent. Wait, wasn't there mate here? Is this not mate? Okay, so he wins Erok instead. 2-1 for Dr. 1000 IQ. 2-1. Yeah, Joe was quite low on time there. That was a big issue. Okay, thankfully resetting the stream seems to have fixed most issues. So hopefully we can stream normally now. A different variation of the Dutch this time. Dr. 1000 IQ switching it up. Yeah, I guess he didn't like what he got in the first game as black. Knight h4 was better for black in the previous game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you mean the black game. Yeah, exactly. Knight h4 was it's a strange miss as well. I mean, I didn't notice it because I wasn't really looking at it, but I mean, when you're playing, not noticing. What is this sacrifice? Giving up c5 like that to counteract with d4. Like, okay, there is loads of compensation for the pawn, but it shouldn't be anywhere near enough, I believe, for white. This is like also, it doesn't feel like the way to counteract the Dutch, you know? If we're going to be doing these kinds of things. He goes knight e4. I was thinking knight c4. I was thinking about this. Of course not knight fe4. I was thinking about knight c4, but I mean, why would you want to give him e5, right? He can't take e5 safely, no? Or are there like knight g4 ideas we might be afraid of? Oh, this is the intention. Oh, my bad. I thought he was just recapturing. Okay, so he wants to do this. Yeah, but now it's kind of even worse, no? Okay, we'll see. Like, after queen takes c3, c7 is hanging, e5 is hanging. And Beiluf, by the way, when you're saying knight h4, do you mean it was better as in computer evaluation terms? You looked at the engine line, or it was an assessment? I think you mean computer, right? Why would you want to voluntarily go into a pin? Yeah, Joe is playing very strangely here. Isn't this guy just lost? Is there a way to save it? c6 not really working, thanks to this guy. Engine gives it minus 0.5, okay. You mean plus 0.5, right? Or was Joe slightly better, you mean? Yeah, this is simply c6, yeah, just takes. And after you take here, you're also threatening this guy, so everything seems to be collapsing. Is there any trick here? Not seeing it. Like if you play bishop e6, knight takes e2 check, okay. But now what? Yeah, this is collapsing. Also, this will become a target. I need to focus more on the tactics. Okay, you take on d5 with check and win a piece, but wasn't even really considering knight takes c1. Okay, this is nice. Knight takes e7 is a nice, precise move. And now, yeah, just picking up this. You're up what here? Oh, just a piece. Well, that's quite enough. Joe trying desperately to drum up counterplay, but nothing happening here. Trying desperately to drum up counterplay, and also he's very behind, way behind on the clock, very much behind on the clock. So, apart from a miracle, I think this is going to be 3-1. Yeah, looking like 3-1. So if Dr. 1000 IQ is able to really fight against Joe's Dutch, I think this bodes well for him in terms of the match. It's quite, let's say, a portent of happiness. Not a portent of doom. Okay, Dr. 1000 IQ playing Queen G2, trying to trade queens when he's ahead in material. Queen f1, there's no queen h3, queen g2 mate. Queen f1 is covering that. And yeah, again, apart from some crazy, I think you can just push e7, and yeah, this pawn is promoting rook c8, GG. Takes, and queen takes a6, threatening this, and this is game over. 3-1 for Dr. 1000 IQ. Let's see, it's a very interesting theoretical match because both of them are clearly they're getting it's a weird chess concept, but like when you have two people who have played each other a lot, they kind of like feel each other out in the opening in different ways. And this time the discussion is this Sicilian line and the Dutch line. I think Dr. 1000 IQ, he's not playing the Dutch perfectly, but he's kind of getting away with it. While I think specifically Joe now switching to this variation. Actually, Dr. 1000 IQ stopped him from playing the other variation because he's now taking... so earlier in the first game, Joe won. Actually, Joe lost, but he should have won at various points. So here, Queen takes c4 was being played in the first game, but now it's B takes c6. And the specific, the way this position is being played, I really don't believe in this for white, because I feel like black is getting counterplay very quickly, this open b file, a4 potential, and white's attack seems very slowed down compared to like normal dragon lines with g4 and h5. This kind of counterplay seems very much slowed down in a sense. A4 is simply winning, no? A4 wins a piece. A4. I don't understand why A4 is not... can anyone confirm in the chat? Don't you guys think A4 is a good move? Seems to me. A4, knight takes A4, rook takes A4, bishop takes A4, queen takes B2 mate. And I don't believe white's attack over here with takes is crashing through that quickly. Was it? If you just play A4 here and he takes on G6, you can, I think, just take back with the F-pawn. It is very dangerous though. It might be lost. I may be overestimating this. But how do you dislodge the black knight then again? If we take with the F-pawn and play king h8... I don't know. Anyway. Where does the king run? We're talking about white or black, Beiluf? Because white's king can't run in that line. It's blocked by d2. 17 knight takes h5 with a dance game emoticon. Yeah, wow. The knight takes h5 is like, okay, please come get me, man. In general, you don't want to play this, but there might be. Now, h takes king h8. Are we believing in white's attack here? If we could only get our rook in the game, we'd be winning. But it seems difficult. Rook h3, rook g3. Actually, not too difficult. Especially because, I mean, this h pawn is blocking rook g8, so you can't ever play rook g8. a4, h takes g6, f takes g6, queen h6 check. And d2 is clear. Ah, okay, yeah, so it's not mate. You're right, Beiluf. Yeah, got you, man. But he loses b2, so a4 definitely strong. I think so, but it's not... It's a move you have to really calculate. I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I would probably play it as black, but then again, I don't have much experience defending these positions as black, so I have to take some time to calculate all of that. Rook takes d6. Severely interesting. Severely, highly, extremely interesting. He's thinking along the same lines. But what if rook takes b2? That would be double insanity, right? Come on, we want to see rook takes b2. Rook takes b2. Rook takes b2. Because if you take on f6, you're not threatening anything. Not yet, at least. So, very interesting. Come on, rook takes b2. Please. Show us the goods, man. Nope. He's thinking and thinking and thinking. Rook b3 instead. Rook b3 instead. Yeah, now rook takes c3 check is a significant threat. And if white is retreating here... I shouldn't be too worried. But now you can even safely play queen e3, no? Rook takes b2 is a very panicky move. Is it? Oh, no, not a panicky move. He intends takes and queen f8 mate. Rook takes c3 though, and all hopes. Takes and GGO, and otherwise the queen is doing a nice job. Yeah, otherwise this is going to be a time scramble. Let's see who's got the speed. Going to be very difficult for Joe with this amount of time. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's going to flag him. Yeah, Dr. 1000 IQ, don't you worry about his flagging skills. Okay, 4-1. Beiluf, can you please check if a4 was working? I'm very interested to find out. I might even analyze after the game, after the match is over. Yeah, looking quite bad for Joe, the score, but the games aren't entirely convincing. They're both playing extremely sharp lines that require a tremendous degree of calculation, so yeah, anything could happen. A couple of wrong mistakes and Dr. 1000 IQ might find himself even losing the match. Okay, so the same variation. This time, is it slightly different? I really didn't pay attention to the earlier opening. I remember there was knight takes c5, which I didn't generally believe in. Yeah, this e3 we definitely didn't see. So e3 by white, interesting. How do we follow up here? I'm always tempted to sacrifice with f4 as black. But yeah, Joe chooses to sensibly develop his knight. But b5 is a strong reaction. Because if takes, we want to put our knight here, get it here. And if we go back with the bishop, which is the classical way in the Dutch to defend c7, there's d6, which is hanging. Especially thanks to the knight on b5 covering that. So this does not seem good. This pawn structure is quite interesting. I guess you always have queen b3 check to pick up this. But then maybe like knight f7, a4. Okay, a4 maybe aiming to play bishop a3. I think eventually you have to play f4. Right? You want this bishop. Yeah. I think you should analyze it afterward. I'm not sure I can explain it. Okay, Beiluf. But the engine gives the piece after a4 and says white is winning. Wow. that shows us something about our chess understanding. Oh, this is nice. So when takes happens, he's going to take this. At least I thought so. But then maybe he had this. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, now he's attacking e6. Can't we just... This move, yes. Yeah, this looks like how many pieces are attacking this poor white king? 5 against maybe 2 defenders. Though these aren't really. This isn't at least. Okay, it could jump at any point. Like maybe we could say this is a latent piece and this is a bit latent. While these are very defensive and this is potentially a latent defensive or might not be good. So kind of like black should have like 2 pieces in the attack, but it's not clear. If I've confused you, don't worry. I've confused myself as well. I was really quite interested in f3, bishop g1, bishop here, and knight g4. Maybe, don't know. Okay, queen takes b7, solely intending to cover along this diagonal, which is a beautiful motif. But now, this puts the question to Mr. White. Where is he going? Queen c6 is the only square, but now you definitely don't want to take and allow queen takes g2. So now what should black do? Rook c8, yes. You do remove your rook from the f file, but the queen is forced now to move somewhere it doesn't want to. Queen f3, we meet it with bishop g4, I guess. Yeah, that's immediately played. And Joe up on time here, which is rather a rare thing. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay. Yeah, actually that was a queen trap. The reason I didn't mention this, because here I was thinking about, when rook b8 was played, I was thinking about queen f3, bishop g4, and just simply queen c6. But that also would have trapped the queen, huh? No, it wouldn't have, because there's queen takes a6. So that was what I was thinking of. I didn't expect Dr. 1000 IQ to do this. And here the queen really is trapped, and yeah, this is game over. We can expect, I think, bishop... okay, this time usage by Joe is a bit insane. I mean, he's trying to find a knockout punch, okay, but you don't really need one. Knight g5 also obviously very strong. There is currently, as it stands, a mate threat. Check and check. That's parried, but yeah, peace trades are coming, and yeah, black's completely winning. He's up a queen, guys. And now f3 and g5 maybe. Knight g4 also very strong. Yeah, actually I missed this, but still fine. Knight e3 check, you pick up the rook. He should have taken on f3, but this also wins. Yeah, this is game over. 4-2. 4-2. Yeah, the match is not set in stone, guys. We can see a comeback. So apparently a4 isn't good, according to the engine I see. That's what Beylouf mentioned. So let's see how this Sicilian will transpire. Dr. 1000 IQ, what is he doing? Is he thinking about the opening now? Let's see. Not playing. Still not playing. Where are you, Dr. 1000 IQ? Is this a break? If this is a break, we can take a look at this a4 thing. Yeah, I don't see that they have moved, so let's take a look. Wow, look at this. Are you serious? This is better for white? I find this astounding and unbelievable, to be honest. I find this simply astounding. Okay, they're playing. Yeah, but the fact that this is better for white, this is simply astounding. Look at the graph, guys. This position I would not enjoy playing as white at all. The engine sees more though. And here I was considering a4. Okay, let's go back to the game here. This time it's different though. Black is not castling. Okay. Black is not castling in this version. And this is of course the much wiser option, but then again, maybe the king isn't even safe in the center. Can we think of e5, guys, here? Is e5 a good move here? It is, no? e5, if you take, I have checkmate. And if you don't take, I take d6. And there's no square for the knight, like e8 or e4 to defend d6. I thought e5 was quite good. Okay, now this is kind of transposing to the same thing, but with the a rook being on the b file, which is, to be honest, maybe favoring white even more. Because I mean, the f rook being on the f file, like it gives the black king less escape squares. I mean, the thing is, I think the real strength for white is this bishop. This is the big strength of white here. Yeah, this I don't really like now. Takes, and like the king doesn't have an escape square as it did before. It's still going to go to f7, but g8. Okay. Yeah, kind of the same thing happening here. Are we going to see g4? I'll never understand the Sicilian dragons, man. Me neither, Beirut. And I've played lots of Sicilian dragons as white. Lots. But yeah, so shaky, like, it's insane. This is why the Sicilian dragon belongs to people like Nakamura, who can calculate 7 billion variations. To mere mortals, it's like every game feels very turbulent. Very up and down. The Colorado pawn structure seems sturdier than this. Yeah, man. The Colorado as an opening is much more theoretically sound than the dragon. No. Can't even say it with a straight face. Alrighty, so look at Dr. on Thousand IQ. He quickly took the exchange. Yeah, I mean, he didn't have, like, okay, you either resign because there's no pawn structure in the Colorado, says Beiluf. Exactly. The Colorado, you just give up 7 of your pawns and hope you have open files for your rooks. Colorado pawn structure, man. There should be a book written about this. The Colorado pawn structure. And then you win, yes, definitely. Maybe against Jan Gustafsson, right, Beiluf? We should. It's important to champion the Colorado Beiluf. Lila analysis, yeah. I don't think like if Stockfish and Lila and Alpha Zero had a baby, 3 of them combined to have a baby, they wouldn't be able to save the Colorado, man. I'm sorry. Okay, Joe burning a ton of time here. I mean, it's okay. He chooses c6. Don't really. Okay, he just simply wants to block the diagonal, obviously. But I don't know. Seems flimsy. Okay, no, seems okay. Yeah, bishop e6 blocking queen b3. I like this approach much better than what he was doing earlier. Yeah, and now the time disadvantage is fixing itself. He takes some time at critical decisions and then arrives at a conclusive move, and he can play a lot of moves quickly from there. f4, not even caring about the queen side. Yeah, perhaps c5 was too much of a concession. What's problematic about this position is this bishop after takes. So let's see how he'll meet that. Can't we take and rook b7? Isn't that ever so slightly annoying? I guess maybe just bishop b6. Okay, he goes rook c8. He wants to maintain the bishop on this very aggressive diagonal. Bishop b6, kind of aggressive, but not as much, I guess. You're just sore you lost too much games to admit it. I never faced the Colorado Beiluf. Against knight c6, I play d4. Always, forever, d4 player. I want to crush the Nimzovich in very, very technically brutal ways. And should we open the link Beiluf? Let's do it. Okay, knight g5 seems like a very strong move. Yeah, exactly. What is this link Beiluf? I shall check. The score is 4-3 in Dr. 1000 IQ's favor. If this is Adib, you can check the score at the bottom here. It's 4-3. Okay, so apparently this was an I, huh? 2600 average game in the Colorado. Oh, Movsesian against Schneider Ilya. Nice. Schneider Ilya, respect to you, man. Respect to you, man. Schneider Ilya. Okay. And yes, okay. Dropping some frames, but it's fine. Okay, what did we miss? Knight g5, bishop g4. Can't we play f3 here? I would think so. Bishop g4, g4 takes. Lots of complications. Don't want to bother with this. This takes, and now knight c5 and takes. f3. And are we trying to do something like this or this? So taking a while. Bishop b8. Okay. Defending the rook. Seems very... Yeah, you can't play... You can't play... Yeah, tactics. You can't play rook... Queen takes... Okay, I should shut up. Okay, this game will be definitely lost by Joe, but let's stay with it. Maybe he blunders. Dr. 1000 IQ. Maybe he blunders check. Maybe rook c2 or something. Check. Is this a draw? No, he's escaping, yeah. Yeah, thanks to the bishop. There are some escape squares here. And he flags him. Yeah, anyway, I just wanted to say that taking on f3 there were tactics on the back rank with rook takes b8. I think you guys got what I'm saying anyway. So let's stick with the match now. Look at this, changing up the variations. Joe choosing knight b5. Yeah, not knight takes c6, knight b5 here. And this thingamajig. Wow, I think this favors white, to be honest. Just castle short and White should have a good game, no? Yeah, this line again, but Joe deviated with knight 9 knight b5. So this is, I think, a very interesting deviation. I really like white here. I think you can't castle. What am I talking about? Yeah, you don't really want to play queen d3. You know what? Let's go. But maybe then bishop d4. Maybe I'm overestimating here. Now bishop takes is not a threat I can believe in. You just have king f2. And yeah, no. Nick would take black. I don't know, man. I really like white here, but yeah, I may be overestimating this. Knight d5. Interesting move. Okay, now I would play king f2, to be honest. Bit dangerous, maybe too dangerous. But look at the time usage. I mean, Joe comes up with this beautiful novelty and now he's spending so much time. This is not right. 5-3, by the way. Dr. 1000 IQ leading by 2 points. If Joe loses this, the match is very dangerous. 6-3, it's going to be quite difficult. He does play king f2. Yeah. I thought queen b5 wasn't so accurate, but then again, black doesn't have a lot of options. Black's pieces are tied down, kind of, so you can't forget about that. It's not easy to develop. e6. Knight e3. Okay, makes sense. He maybe wants to do this rerouting if possible. Okay, semi-covering this guy. Yeah, but you guys, I think, are overestimating the black position as well. I mean, it's not easy to play as black. Ooh, this is very strong. I mean, your king is on c8. Are we happy with this? I'm not. This kind of, but maybe you can take safely. Not sure. Not that clear, but he's going for it. I would assume you can't take. To be honest, bishop takes c4. Yeah, he doesn't believe in it either. Seems reasonable. Queen takes? What? 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 Oh, b5, checkmate. Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah, Dr. 1000 IQ, I think he's smoking weed, guys. There are various ways to confirm if someone's smoking weed. You could do a blood test. You could a urine test. You could do also a chest test. You could ask him if he'd take with the queen. What's up, Falcons42? You just missed Dr. 1000 IQ smoking some good weed. Pawn mate, ring, 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 yeah. Yeah, okay, this is a perfect opportunity for Joe to come back. The Dutch, yeah, you came at the right time, Falcons. But you missed the earlier game. I want to relive this moment with you guys. Because it really befuddled me. Not befuddled actually, nor bewildered, it flabbergasted me. So why not take with the knight? Is there like something clear that's wrong? Ah, this maybe. Yeah, but so what? You go back. I guess it's maybe lost either way. 96. I don't know, but I mean, just taking with the queen is lost in one move. And he gets mated like this. Ouchies. Okay. Whoa, what happened? Dr. 1000 IQ won this game? What in the world? Wow. Guys, what? What? I thought this was going to be a long game, and how did Dr. 1000 IQ win this? Oh god. Oh god. Wow, that's... Wow, that... Okay, I think what happened there, Dr. 1000 IQ passed over the blunt to Joe. So they're both smoking weed now. And they repeated this variation all very quickly. I think Joe likes this for the attacking, aggressive style, and Dr. 1000 IQ just doesn't believe Joe. I see mates in one every time I play chess after. Yeah, Falcons. Joe traded queens. Yeah, the moment Joe entered the endgame there, I mean, we thought Dr. 1000 IQ. But yeah, that was a very weird tactic to blunder. Instant replay, yeah. No king attack, exactly. When Joe is... Like, the thing is, Joe... It's not that he's weaker when there's no king attack, but he misses this flair of romanticism. So he kind of feels psychologically, I mean, a bit down when there's no king attack. Now, this position though... C4, B5... He's happy. He is happy. But black has quite decent control over the dark squares. So, I mean, it's not going to be easy to push these kind of things. Actually, you can't do that, actually. Like, if you had two moves, you can't do that, because queen takes c5 is met with a very familiar tactic we just saw. Yeah, c4... Queen d3 seems rather unnecessary, but okay, he wants to get this h1 rook in play. And I mean, this knight has to get activated sooner rather than later, because this rook is sleeping as well, so... there are like problems, this kind of chain reaction is going on here. This is perhaps with the idea of bishop d4. Joe attacks d7 and that's immediately covered, but this kind of ties down the knight here. I guess you always have bishop e5, but there are these ideas. g3 f4, but also kind of weakens this diagonal. Very complicated. How is Joe to proceed here? By the way, I keep doing this mistake. Okay, but Dr. 1000 IQ is ahead in the match. But we should have taken a look from Dr. 1000 IQ's perspective a bit. But yeah, it's sometimes I just don't remember because the match is so exciting and I'm kind of focusing on other things. Yeah, better than f4, I guess. f4 would weaken a lot of squares. But I mean, trading off this bishop? I don't know, man. I don't know. Thing is, you do get your pieces active now. The rook and knight are doing something, but without the dark squared bishop, can you really be so happy as black here? I don't think so, to be honest. Rook c3 is coming, that's a big threat. Will Dr. 1000 IQ miss these tactics again? Stay tuned. I don't think so, yeah. Rook c3 though... You kind of feel white has to have something, right? He just has to, but there's nothing clear. c7 is covered by this useful knight on a6. This weird knight on a6. And Joe is going so down on time now. Whoa, Joe, wake up, bro. This cannot be good. King is running away. He was maybe intending to take on a6, but now that's not possible. And Bishop takes e4, knight takes e4. Too much, I guess. Yeah, he's playing g5 to prepare g4, weakening. Like, this structure is so weak with all of these pieces attacking, so Dr. 1000 IQ is looking to exploit this. But this wasn't the smartest of options. Yeah, he's kind of ruining this. And white has some beautiful pawns. g4 though, it's like giving up too many squares. I don't know about that. Yeah, now d3. d3, knight takes d3, knight f4 check. This is ooh, knight e4 now. Yeah, this is Jones played this. He's blundering big time on time. Yeah, I wanted to say rook a7 because don't forget about b7. And look at Joe, still making use of tactics, but f2 cannot be parried. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, but he has this. Oh, he's winning, guys. He's winning. Let's see the speed. Oh, wow. That was a big miss. Oh, wow. It might be a draw, though. Let's see. He might flag him, to be honest. The way Joe is playing. Actually, Dr. 1000 IQ might flag. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, we got some more action. 4.5, 6.5. Yeah, but that was insane. Let's see Joe here. Yeah, is knight b d2 going to knight d2 going to be played? No. Dr. 1000 IQ keeps switching these Dutch lines. I don't know why. He's getting good positions at some points. So like, why would you do that really? Okay. So bishop a3. Not really sure. I kind of like black a bit, but white's queenside counterplay is very fast. This kind of thing going on the queenside, and every time Joe seems to be having issues on the d-file. But now actually knight c5 doesn't seem half bad. It actually seems good. Yeah, these bishops are controlling the entire d-file, like all of the entry squares. The relevant entry squares. Why give up the queen? Yeah. He was afraid of him getting a queen, and that's very reasonable. Dr. 1000 IQ versus Totish. Hello, Totish. Yes, that should happen very soon. Who did we say? I don't know, I forgot. I think we did mention this matchup, or was it against Roger? Okay. Yeah, really complex. All of the spawn tension, it's the spawn tension, like I don't know. I would say black is probably better though. He seems to be crashing through on the king's side. Why are we not playing takes on f4? Trying to figure that out. I guess he's afraid of knight d2. Maybe trading queens. I don't know how big of a concern that is, but it might be. Joe's spending far too much time. Okay, you can always sacrifice the pawn because we have a lot of counterplay on the f-file. Now? But why did he play that now? I don't get the difference. Can't take f4 because e5 push. Yeah. Yeah, e5, I mean, exploits the spin, but I don't know, I kind of felt you can kind of ignore that. and just take and like go haywire on the king side. I don't know, but yeah, it needs to be calculated. Joe goes for his safer option, and now e5 is played anyway. And okay, we get to see this same thing anyway. So the same thing is occurring anyway with this what I mentioned, like just going haywire on the king side, sacking everything, forgetting. He even doesn't care about his bishop. Actually, there's reason to think you can take this bishop, no? I guess not. You take here, king h1 and knight f2. Yeah, no. Yeah, this bishop is covering the f1 square, so it's very dangerous. And yeah, actually rook takes f3 is coming. Actually, the more you think about it, the more you see that okay, this might be the only saving grace, but not quite, no. This is mate, all the same, yes. Wow, Joe coming back with a beautiful attack here. Bishop would have hung, but played later because rook came to d-file. Attacking queen. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true, Falcon. So what Joe did, he brought his rook to the d-file. So it kind of improved his attacking chances because he's lined up with the queen. Yeah, of course, what Joe did there was a much better than going immediately for that. And okay, excitement. Now time for this line. Yeah, this is a very theoretically, like they both of them go for the same positions and they're both happy about them. I think Joe, yeah, he's playing knight b5. Same position. Same position, same position. Where is the deviation? None yet. Now, what was tried? Let me try to remember. a6? No, not a6. I don't remember. I know king f2 is played after queen b5, knight d5. Yeah, this is what was tried. Knight d5 and queen b5, knight a4 now. Okay. Yeah, Dr. 1000 like you going for the same thing with queen b5. So very interesting. Reminds of Karpov games. I'm not really aware. What games in specific, against which players? Okay, a6. What? Ooh, nice. Takes on d7. Wow. Look at Joe go. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Huh. Wow, seems rather flimsy. Why does black give up the exchange in this line? Because he's convinced it's good, Falcon, but I'm not convinced. I like white here. Oh, this is okay, but Joe's move. Yeah. Knight b8 is nice. Knight b8 is nice. Joe's clutch, yeah, I know, right? But here I think he has some problems to solve. Because like queen d5 doesn't work, the knight is covering. How do we get out of this? Not seeing it. I'm not as good at tactics as Joe, so I'll let him lead the way. I don't think he's finding anything. Is rook a8, queen takes, and knight a6 working? Then king b7? I don't have a clue. Yeah, seems to consolidate. Whoa, Joe, what's going on with Joe? That's far too much time. Wow, what's this also? No, but there's after takes there's king b7. He messed up big time. This is a sad way to go. Okay, but here we have c5. But then queen takes a6 and we threaten this. Okay, but now we have knight d5. I have no clue what's going on here. Knight takes c4, knight d5, what's happening? Can't we play here? No. Yeah, this is dead lost. Knight b8, what a move by Dr. 1000 IQ to win the match. What a move. Wow, guys. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the match is over. Bearing some miracle. But I don't see any forthcoming. So knight b8 was a very brilliant move by Dr. 1000 IQ. Yeah, what's white to do here? Like knight e5 exactly. f3 is collapsing. GG. No mate. No mate. Takes f3 and now queen takes. GG. Yep. This is dangerous to do against Joe. A7 was hanging. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought he could have tried. Okay. Okay, I really want to see this line. Yes, Dr. 1000 IQ won the war. Very close. Could have been 6.5 this game, to be honest. But brilliant play by Dr. 1000 IQ. We're also taking a look at this one. And this one, apparently a4 does not work. Can maybe turn on the engine a bit. H takes, F takes, knight takes, rook takes, and d5. Yeah, and white is winning here. Okay. This is like I every time I think I got the line. Play this. Can't take with the knight. What happens if you take with the queen? And then we can take on a4. Okay, look at this tactic, guys. Seriously. In this position, I was thinking a4 was a good idea because if bishop takes, queen takes b2 is mate, and if knight takes, rook takes, and again bishop takes, queen takes b2 is mate. But look at what the engine finds. The engine finds h takes g6. Alright. H takes g6. F takes g6. Knight takes. Rook takes. All forced, by the way. e5. You're threatening the knight. Has to take. Check. And now here takes. And we take here. Very believable. Could be calculated, but okay. Dr. 1000 IQ is sweating. Yeah, I thought white had an advantage here. See, guys? I'm not so stupid. White has a slight edge here. I really like this for white, to be honest. I think it's also much tougher for black to play. Okay. Knight b8. Triple exclamation. Triple. Awesome, awesome move. Yeah, good games. This is theory? What? Oh god, this is theory? You guys told me this wasn't theory. This is theory? I want to see this. This isn't theory. There are no GM games. Are there any Lichess games? There are. Between. Look at the Lichess games. You're the top rated games in this line, guys. Congratulations. Okay, before, at what point was it still like maybe theory? We can check GM games, but GMs rarely play the dragon, so that's a big problem. Not GM games, master games. Mr. Milenkovic. He didn't play a4. Let's see what happened in that game. Yeah, Joe coming to the chat, congratulating Dr. 1000 IQ, yes. Okay, so White lost this game. Yeah, without a4, I really like Joe's a4. Joe's playing better than this 2300 here. Milenkovic. Hey, wait, Milenkovic? Don't I know him? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, black completely consolidated here. His king is safe. Yeah, okay, I think we can stop looking at this. Look how well black played here. I think pretty much game over. Yeah. No need to take a look at this. It's in the chessable course on the accelerated. Okay. But if the line has never been played before, I don't know who's analyzing that. Okay, no, not anytime soon. Actually, I might be able to if the connection, because today the connection is fine, not dropping lots of frames. We might do that soon, actually, Adib. Connection seems okay-ish. I'm not playing as much nowadays, but of course always up for chess wars. Okay, guys, I think yeah, this was, as always, an awesome match. I think we're going to close off on this note, and yeah, take care. Bye, guys.